Happy Thursday, everybody. We're back. I did take a few days off. We have been really working nights more than days. And if you're aware of trucking in any way, that sometimes you have to pull night shift just due to the way things work out. We call drivers who drive during the day solar powered drivers. And the ones who drive at night, there are benefits to it, such as less traffic, way less traffic. You generally, can accumulate more miles that way instead of driving just days. But it takes a toll on the system, and we get very tired after a few days of it. And this morning, we'd gotten to the receiver we were delivering to, and we were early, so they let us sleep in his lot a little bit in the lot. And I tell you what, Mark and I were sound asleep. I mean, so sound that a freight train could have at least, or a big plane had probably flown over, we wouldn't have heard it or anything. But what we do respond to is somebody knocking as loud as they possibly can on our door. And he jumped, I jumped, and you're yelling at us, hey, we got a door for you, it's your turn, can you get up, can you get over there, here's your door number. They're rattling this stuff off, and you're like, you're not even awake yet. And you can't tell them, shut up, just shut up for just a second while I wash my face and wake up. You just woke me up from like hibernation. It was that sound of sleep. We were like literally like bears hibernated. So anyways, he rattles off what door number, where to go, and Mark gets in the thing and wipes his face and kind of brushes his hair, gets his pants on. I mean, and so just to know, sometimes in trucking like that, if you're at the shipper or receiver, which is convenient to get there at an early time, sometimes they do take you early. It does happen. Today they did not. But normally, sometimes they do. So it's worth it, But woke up we went to sleep we're in Eastern time. So 5:30 this morning, he laid down. Our appointment was at 10. Well, is it 10? Right at 10 a.m., they are knocking on our door. We slept so soundly. I don't know, the truck wasn't moving. It was cold. So we had all our blankets up around us, and Mark sleeps way better in cold. I kind of do too. So we had all the blankets wrapped around us. It's raining. Obviously, I would turn the camera around. I can turn it around for a whole minute. But that's, the weather we're dealing with due to Helene. So it was perfect sleeping weather. And y'all know probably what I'm talking about by perfect sleeping weather. I mean, it was just raining and cold, and we were just out. And when he knocked on that door, I think I jumped up out of the bed. Mark jumped, and he, of course, stumbling over me, getting up to the front. It's kind of, I guess if we were doing a comedy, it would probably be comical to go back and look at, but it wasn't comical at the time. We both were like, holy crap. But they have to knock loudly because they know you're sleeping. If you're not in the front, you're probably sleeping. Or So, anyway, we did have that happen this morning. So, today we're dealing with Helene, and it is going to be in our path. We are going up to Illinois, so northern Illinois, to a place we've been before, but we're coming at it from normally we come at it from Oklahoma, now we're coming at it from South Carolina, so we are going to go Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana. You're going to go through those states, but right now it's focused on South Carolina into Kentucky and Tennessee and all that. So looks like it might be in our path a little bit, just the rain. our hearts go out to any of those impacted by the storm. It is hurricane season. Because we cruise a lot, I guess you would say the months, I don't know, some people say July, but I would go July, August, September, October, November. Jason. Spells out the word Jason. The name Jason. Those are your hurricane months for the most part. And cruising is highly impacted during that. We are scheduled in November, but usually by November the hurricanes kind of calm down. I think September is probably, in my opinion, the worst month for it. August can be, but I'm gonna go with September. In all our years, we've done 28 cruises. September has been, we try not to book any cruises in September due to that, at least in the Gulf areas. If you're over on the West Coast and out, probably okay. If you're going up north, up north towards Nova Scotia and stuff, you're probably okay that way too. But anything in the Atlantic near the Gulf, or even as far south as Jamaica over into the Caribbean islands, it can be, hurricanes of course are deadly, and cruise ships avoid them. They have the most high-tech radar there is, so we've never, fortunately never been caught in one, even if one's going on while we've been on a cruise, which is rare, but we've never been impacted by it. So anyway, back to trucking. We are in South Carolina today, getting loaded, and we will be going on up into northern Illinois. Don't care for that during the winter, but it's not quite winter yet, so anyway, getting woke up, that sucked. So anybody knowing that, just realize with trucking that you're gonna get woke up. It's just, if you're at a shipper or receiver, and then they sometimes they call you on the phone. They will get your phone number and they will call you when the dock is ready or the load is ready or whatever. This particular place didn't do it. They just come out and get you. And I tell you, I have heard some knocks in all my years of driving, but the one this morning was probably the loudest I have ever heard, and it scared the daylights out of me. So anyway, guys, we are back. We are working night, so driving today is unusual during the day, and we're kind of like a baby who gets their days and nights reversed. So now we're really tired coming back into days. So you have to be flexible with that. If you're considering being a truck driver, you have got to be flexible about driving your days and nights. And yes, there's some dedicated that will keep you on an even keel, but dedicateds don't always last, and sometimes they're closed for holidays and you need the money, so you got to run something other than your dedicated run. So if you can't drive nights, it's something to really take into consideration. Well, we got our paperwork back. Mark's back in the truck, and there's some employees over there having their break. It is still nasty, and we are in Columbia?
Woodruff.
Okay,
Woodruff,
so we're in Woodruff, South Carolina. So anyways, we'll be taking a northerly trek today. Everybody have a safe day. If you're in anywhere near the storm path or anything like that, please be safe, be careful, drive slower, drive more careful. We've seen accidents today. We've seen, things that people driving in this weather can really be, they just don't always use their head. So be safe, be careful, and I'll be back with you tomorrow. We're back in the swing of things, but thanks. And if you like the channel, subscribe, hit the like button. Until then, we'll see you later.